Welcome to part 1 of the Orchid Golf and Country Club vlog series. So today we're playing the two courses, Aranda and Dandro, which I have actually played before. Let's see how we navigate this golf course today. It's one of those golf courses that I seem to be playing once a year now, so I'm not a local, but I do have a pretty good recollection of the holes. So let's get started right here on hole 1, which is this par 4.
안녕하세요.
This hole is always tricky for someone like me who hits a draw because I always think I'm on the fairway and then I go up to the fairway and I'm blocked by this tree on the right side. There is a bunker on the left side that kind of makes it look like you should favor the right side, but then the tendency is for you to get kind of affected by this tree on the right, and as you can see the ball's also above my feet, which makes the ball tend to draw. So I definitely do not have enough height to carry that tree, so I'm just trying to keep it as left of it as I can. Although I hit a solid second shot, the tree and the hill just led my ball to this bunker, which is not an ideal location actually, especially after a ton of rain. You can see that it's pretty compact right now, the sand, so I didn't think I was going to get much spin out of it, but at the same time I do have quite a bit of sand that I need to be able to carry, so I just have to get this out of this bunker and as close as I possibly can, but I knew that it wasn't going to be an easy one. Not a bad bunker shot, but like I said, I knew it was not going to be an easy one. You can see from here it was all downhill past the bunker, so I've got an uphill right to left putt coming back. Got a long par 3 here. It's 202 yards playing 187 with a slope. It's into the wind, so I'm kind of in between hitting the 5-iron and the hybrid, but I feel like the hybrid's going to be too far. But with this wind, I feel like the 5-iron is going to be too short. And it's just finished raining, so I'm not sure what I'm going to go with.
Oh, the wind left to right. Cannot draw.
So I just barely missed the green. It was not a bad shot at all. I tried to control my hybrid there, hit a punchy one, and had pretty good distance control, but just left it a little bit right. With this chip shot though, I had quite a bit of it into the green. You can see once I chip here, you see how my club got stuck there just because of the grain, and it really held up the chip shot, so left myself with this little 6-footer left for par. So obviously not doing too hot at this point, so we have this long par 4 coming up. Most importantly, we have to find a fairway here. You can see the two bunkers guarding the sides of the fairway. The right one is carryable for me, it's about 230, and the left one is 250, so we definitely want to favor the right side. This fairway also slopes right to left, so I am actually aiming over the bunker here, over the left side of the right bunker. I think you could definitely tell from the reaction after my second shot that that was not what I was planning to do. Left myself in a pretty bad position here, not the best lie, because it was kind of sitting in the rough. So goal here is just to give myself a good look at par and get this somewhere on the green as close as I can. We're not off to the best of starts, but I'm not hitting it badly. So just be patient, don't force any birdies, and they will come.
Nice. Oh, very nice.
So par 5 here, successfully left myself in a fairway, and the tricky part here in my opinion is going for this green, because I don't know if you can really tell, but there's a whole ton of bunker there. Those bunkers on the right side are directly in front of the pin position today, so you kind of have the option of trying to be aggressive and going for it, or bailing out left. But because I only had 220 to this green, I figured worst to worst I'd get in a bunker and I can still make an up and down from there. So if you can hear from the sound of the bunker shot, it's still playing pretty firm, so I just gave myself somewhere from the putting green to be able to putt, because as you could see there was not much landing area as well. So this was the putt for birdie to get one back.
Oi! Oi! Nice, buddy.
See? One long, one short.
Hit a good swing there, but just caught a bit of a bad bounce towards the back of the green from the downhill lie that I had, so left myself over here. I mean, it's still not too bad, it is a back pin, so I'm not too far off, but I had a pretty awkward lie because the positioning of the ball on the slope was just very awkward, so I decided to go with a putter here instead, just to keep it closer to the ground. So this was the putt for birdie. Not ideal there, the ball definitely bounced a few more times than I was expecting it to, and it was not very quick down that downslope, so a bit of a knee shaker for par here.
Yeah.
So we did get one back. Like I said, don't force the birdie. Every time you get into trouble, just play your normal game and it will come, especially when you have a lot of holes left to play. Yeah, the worst thing you can do is try to force one, because then your score is going to accumulate very fast. Ball traveled a bit further than I was expecting it to, but just off the green here. So again, going with the putter here, and should have an uphill putt here because it was downhill. As you can see, the right side is higher than the left side, so it was a bit downhill from the other angle, so it should be a little bit uphill into the green from this direction.
It's like into the green here. Look at this beautiful view. So yeah, we are still at 1 over par. We've got a par 5 coming up, but most importantly, you gotta just regain your composure, like what I said previously. Don't panic. Everyone has a bad start every now and then, especially like it was probably like 1.5 hours, 2 hours after I warmed up the driving range just now because of the rain. So yeah, be patient and it will come. Don't force anything and just play your game. Make sure you choose your targets and commit to swinging to those targets and not forcing anything to happen.
Hit a good drive which left me in the center of the fairway. Have about 230 yards left to this green, which is actually kind of behind that light pole right in the center. So I could have gone with either the 3-wood or the 7-wood here, but because my ball is a bit on a downhill lie, I don't know if you can tell, but it's downhill, which means that if I hit a 3-wood, it's not going to come up too high, and my line is actually to go over that light pole. So I feel like if I took a 3-wood, I'm going to take that tree and that light pole into play, especially because the right side past that light post actually hazard. So I feel like it was a bit too high risk and decided to go with the 7 wood as a layup to give myself a good positioning for my third shot into this green rather than be too aggressive with it. So in my opinion, the amount of aggressiveness that you should implement over your game, it really depends on how comfortable you can be over a shot. For that second shot, I just was not comfortable with hitting a 3 wood, although it might be something that's comfortable for you. If you're someone that hit your shots pretty high, that's probably going to be a pretty comfortable shot for you, but for me, with the 3 wood, that wasn't, so I decided to go with the safer play, which was the 7 wood, just to put myself in a good position for my third shot. So I really think that how aggressive you can be really depends on how you feel over the shot, because I think that you can be aggressive on any shot, on any hole, if you feel comfortable over it and if you can 100% commit to whatever you have chosen to do. If you want to hit a 3 wood, make sure you commit to it. If you want to hit a 7 wood, make sure you commit to it. The main point is that you have to commit to being aggressive if you want to be aggressive.
Nice birdie ครับ
Very nice boss ไปover
So far?
on but close that โอ้โห โอ้น่าชัวร์โอ้โหบังเกอร์โอ้ nice โอ้ว้าวโอ้ Oh, very easy.
Okay, so today we're playing with 2 pros. I cannot stand my own face, it's so wide. So anyway. No, it's okay. So with regards to what I was saying, let's also get their advice of how they handle around whenever they get started badly, and what's the mindset that you continue to have after the first hole or first whatever holes.
Okay, I mean, if it's like you today, you bogey the first 2 holes, I think it's just sticking to the same process, you know, not changing your game plan too much, and you know, just kind of never giving up, but just have to be more patient than you usually are, making sure that you kind of start making pars and get back on the right track, and just kind of wait for the birdies to come and just not giving up.
See, I didn't tell him what I said, but essentially what I said was the same thing. So I feel like a lot of people do have the same kind of mindset, especially professionals. So let's go to our other pro and see what he says. I have a feeling it's going to be down the same alley, but we will see what he says.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Holy shit, that 7 wood is money.
Nick, I got a question to ask you.
Yes.
Can you tell the viewers what happens or what kind of mindset do you keep when you start off your round badly?
think about food, think about what you enjoy most, and just move on.
So don't think about what happened.
No, never.
Okay, so distract yourself.
Distract yourself. Happy place.
Buy more than 500, then you get free more. 1 hour free. Shot. Wow. Double big G. Very nice, buddy.
So I think we can see that although it's said in different words, the idea is essentially the same. You just have to focus on one shot at a time and focus on the present, which is what basically every pro does, because like it or not, golf is not a simple game where every day is going to be exactly the same. You might have a small cut, maybe a paper cut on your finger, and it could affect the way you swing. So you're really just going to have to focus on your targets and commitments and just do the best you can, because like I said, every day is going to be different. So you don't have to keep your expectations low, but I would say just focus on what you can control, which is choosing good targets and committing to those targets, similar to what we said in the beginning about when we can be aggressive and when we cannot be aggressive. Do what feels most comfortable to you and just make sure that you commit to whatever you choose to do. Who would have thought that at the starting of this video, being 2 over after 2 holes, that I'd be 2 under now after 12. So it just goes to show that you never know what a day of golf is going to bring you, so never give up and make sure that you hit one shot at a time and commit to every single shot that you have to play. And let's see how we finish today's round.
But before they close course.